Welcome to the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Season 2 of the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. I'm your host, Nico Cardarelli. Thank you all for tuning in to Season 1. We had so many great stories and some incredible guests. We covered the national team, international development, the new women's program, children and youth programs, and visited with over 30 different people from across the blind hockey community. There were so many great stories on Season 1, and we want to remind you that you can always rewatch Season 1 on the Canadian Blind Hockey YouTube channel. Moving forward with Season 2, we listened to your feedback and we've retooled a little bit. Season 2 will feature a newer, shorter format with episodes that are between 20 to 30 minutes in length. Each episode will only feature one interview so that we really have the opportunity to dig deep and get to better know some of the members of the blind hockey world. The Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast is part of our Blind Hockey at Home programming. We're always looking for new and exciting ways to keep the community active during this time while we can't be together on the ice. If you have ideas for some blind hockey virtual programs that you would like us to explore, please send them our way. And while you're online, don't forget to check out Canadian Blind Hockey across social media, including TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. But now it's time to join our special guests for today's show. We are now very excited to be joined by Kaiden Benoit and his mom, Lisa Guest, as Kaiden is from the Newfoundland Eyelanders Blind Hockey team. Guys, welcome to the show. How are you both doing today?
Good.
Kaiden, you were just showing off your jersey there. I love that jersey. Tell us a little bit about what you're wearing.
Well, I'm wearing my hat, it's a blind hockey hat, and I'm wearing my jersey, my Newfoundland Eyelanders jersey.
What does it have? It has the Newfoundland, the map.
Yeah, it has the map, and it has, oh my God.
And all our sponsors.
Yeah, it has, the sponsors we have is the LCM Cares, and that's all.
And the Lions Club.
And the Lions Club, of course. Oh, that's pretty awesome. That's got to be in the running for one of the best blind hockey jerseys in Canada. I certainly love it, and I hope one day I get a chance to wear one of those as well. But Kaiden, I want to know, how old are you? Where do you live? And how long have you been playing blind hockey?
Well, I'm 10 years old, almost 11, and I live in Mabel, Newfoundland, and I've been playing blind hockey since I was 6, right?
Yeah, 4 years. Yeah,
4
years. So that's pretty cool. I'm wondering if there's anything through your 4 years, maybe a favorite memory or moment to you that really sticks out so far.
Well, one moment is when I nearly got the goal. Like, nearly got a goal with the
at Blind Hockey Nationals.
Was that close. It just bounced off the padding on the left leg. Mm-hmm. And then I nearly got it in. I had to score off because I was about to hit the goalie by accident.
I want to know what you love most about the sport of blind hockey.
Well, I like how we all, like the whole team gets together, and how we all do the practices together, and that we try our hardest to win. Most of all, we all have fun out there.
Kaiden, we've actually got a very special surprise coming up for you. But before we do that, let's remind everyone you're tuned into the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. We're currently chatting with Kaiden Benoit and his mom, Lisa Guest, from the Newfoundland Eyelanders Blind Hockey Club. And actually, Lisa, before we get to our surprise for Kaiden, I want to ask you a little bit about your experiences with the Islanders. As Kaiden mentioned, you help volunteer with the team. So tell us a little bit about your role with the program and your experiences so far.
Well, I was just when we first started 4 years ago, talking to Steve at CNIB camp actually, and he mentioned about it, and I was like, oh my goodness, like we got to get into it. So when I got out there, I realized like Steve was doing it all on his own. So I told him like, anything I can help out and volunteer and whatnot, whatever you need, like if I can do it, I'll do it.
He came a 15
And we were doing a big fundraiser, and I needed a letter. And so Steve said, yes, I'll send it off to you. And I said, yeah. He messaged back a little later. He said, was it okay? I said, yeah, I read through it. He said, did you look at the bottom? And I said, no. And he said, well, I said, okay, well, I'll look. And so I'm now vice president of Blind Ice Hockey Club. And so it kind of spurred a moment, but like Steve said, I put so much effort into it. It's definitely a position that I earned. And I've put off a few fundraisers. We did a trip for 2 with Air Canada. We also did a softball tournament there 3 years ago, I do believe, and it went off very well. I figured because it's blind hockey, I thought it would be nice to do it with a sport. So it was, play it off, right? And
I had my own team.
And you had your own team, yes.
Lisa, I definitely want to get more from you and your experiences and the importance on the program. But as I mentioned, we actually have a special surprise for Kaiden, and I want to be a good host. I don't want to keep him waiting. So Kaiden, we actually have a special guest joining us on the call here here he comes into the room now. I heard you have a favorite blind hockey player on the Canadian national team, and I heard it might be Anthony Chula. And guess what, Kaiden? Anthony's on the line right now to join us.
Hey, buddy. How's it going? How you doing?
Okay.
Good. You've been practicing a lot of hockey, keeping up those skills?
Yeah.
Good. Keep training, right? Be ready for when we get back on the ice. It's going to be real soon.
It's going really good.
Yeah? Good. Keep it up. We'll be on the ice together soon, and I'll be able to see you real soon as well.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I heard that at Nationals a couple of years ago that you got to take a picture with Anthony. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well,
do you remember?
Oh, a little bit, but not a lot.
We were outside waiting.
Yeah, we were outside, and Anthony and I got a picture, and it was awesome, and I was so excited.
And I heard that, Anthony, you maybe signed an autograph for Kaiden. What's that like for you, Anthony, to have the next generation of blind hockey talent coming up and looking up to you as a player on the national team?
It's a wonderful feeling to be respected and to be looked up to as a leader or as a mentor is something I'm extremely proud of. And I can't wait to see some of these kids again, especially Kaiden, see how much they've grown in their time off the ice, and then have more of a hands-on impact when we're back on the ice together with helping them develop. This is the next wave of blind hockey players. These are the kids that are going to keep us in the Paralympics once we get there. So.
Yeah.
Very well said. Well, I know we're all hoping we can get back on the ice sooner than later. And once we do, I think once we're all back together, we're going to have to get Kaiden and Anthony one-on-one on the ice, do a little head-to-head skills competition or something. So
I thought we were putting you in net and Kaden was going to score a bunch on you with Maya's help.
He will definitely score if I go in net.
Kaden and I are going to make you look silly.
Yeah.
It doesn't take much, Anthony.
No, it
Isn't
doesn't.
that the truth?
And well, I've got a little bit faster since the last time you see me, Anthony.
Well, I still have to take a picture and we can compare the two. I'm sure you've grown a ton, both on the ice and physically.
Yeah.
He's going to be pushing me off the puck in no time. I better go back to the gym.
Great stuff there from Anthony Chula, a member of the Canadian National Blind Hockey Team, and Kaden's favorite player. Kaden, how was that for a surprise? Did you have fun there?
Yep. I see those.
Well, I'm glad that we could provide that fun moment for you. We'll let you take a minute to gather your thoughts and get your speech, and we'll pick up again with your mom because she was making some great points before Anthony joined us. And Lisa, I just want to touch a little bit more on the work you're doing with the Newfoundland Islanders, and maybe you can speak to the importance of the program both locally and what you've seen that Canadian blind hockey programs can do nationally.
Well, it's at a local, like for here, we really didn't have a whole lot to offer any of the children. And it was, a lot of them were playing minor hockey. And I mean, we knew that, they could develop better, more on a smaller scale and whatnot. And since being involved with the Newfoundland Islanders, I have to say, like, the coach has more time for these players, and they actually get to experience it on a better level, like it's so different. Like they get to have fun. Nobody's, it's they all just get together, and I can't. It's just you can't put it into words what it does for them. Like these kids, when they get dressed and they go out on that ice, they got the smile on, and they're just loving it because it's something that they can do, and everybody on the ice is the same as them. And so it offers them something. And I mean, they build friendships that will last a lifetime. And, there's major bonds like Anthony. And I mean, we met so many other players when we were at nationals, and it was just phenomenal to know that kids like Kaiden and older and younger kids as well, they have the opportunity to excel. And like we always say, hockey's for everyone. They can be exactly like everyone else, and because they are. There's no reason. There's nothing different about them. They just can't see, or they can't see as well as somebody else.
Yeah.
Yep, totally. Very well said. Lisa, we'll finish off with you on this thought. If there are other partially sighted kids around Newfoundland, Labrador, maybe the St. John's area, why should they get involved? I think you touched on the why, but how can they reach out and get involved with the Newfoundland Islanders?
Well, we have a Facebook page, Newfoundland Blind Ice Hockey, and they can get in contact with us there. Steve Joy is the coach. My name, Lisa Guest. You can find me on there as well. But it's easy, very easy to find us, and we welcome everybody. And hopefully we'll be looking to have our little get together where we have all the kids come in. It's like a jamboree. They all come in, get to try it out. And we've had, I think it was four players joined last year.
Yep.
And unfortunately, we didn't get to finish out the season, but
Yeah.
hopefully September, we're looking really good down here in Newfoundland. We only have 5 active cases as of now. So it's pretty exciting. We're not, getting too ahead of ourselves, but it's looking really good for us.
And
Go ahead.
when I was up in the dressing room with my mom a few times, I found like a cool stick, a helmet, which my brother destroyed on me.
We also we don't expect, if the children can't afford the equipment or whatnot, we accept donations of old equipment.
Yep.
And every child, we don't turn them away. We have all the equipment that they need. And if we don't have it, we will find it.
And
So there's no reason why they can't join.
I have a new
And
bag.
we also have it free of charge. So nobody
Wow.
pays. So, and this is why we do our fundraising, and even nationals, when we go, we try to fundraise so that the parents and the kids can go for free, one parent and a child.
That's absolutely amazing. Again, you can connect with the Newfoundland Islanders Blind Hockey Team on Facebook. Look them up. Get involved if you're in the area. Obviously, an incredible program to be a part of. But I have to ask, he's been popping up throughout the interview. Kaden, it looks like you've got a teammate there with you. He's got a bit of a furry sweater on. Tell us who your four-legged friend is.
Who's your friend? Flynn? Come on, Flynn.
It's my dog Flynn. He's
Up.
Flynn up.
Wait there. Flynn, up. Flynn, up. Of course you won't come up now. Up.
Of course, he's camera shy, but oh, there we go.
There.
This is my dog Flynn.
He wants to play now. What is Flynn? What is Flynn?
He's a black lab, but mixed with
No, he's a black lab. But what is he?
He's a CNIB bunny dog.
He's a buddy dog.
No.
Very cool. Very, very cool. How long have you had Flynn?
4 months. 4 months.
I'm going on 4 months. Yeah, we
Wow,
got him in
that's-
October.
Very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're pretty excited. We seen all the dogs, the CNI dogs at Blind Hockey Nationals, and
Wait,
now
really?
to have a buddy dog. It's not quite a CNI dog, but it's still exciting,
Buddy
and
wolf.
we're hoping to be able to bring him with us to Nationals.
Yeah.
Very cool. Of course,
gonna go
Nationals a
start
very pet-friendly venue and event. But I gotta ask, did Flynn come named, or did you name him? Because
He came named.
okay, because I
came,
was gonna say, if you have a pup, there's no way you don't name him Growler, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we're having a great conversation here with Kaiden, Benoit, and Lisa Guest from the Newfoundland Islanders Blind Hockey Team. And we want to have some fun right now with Kaiden. You know that sound. It's time for our rapid fire segment. Kaiden, what hockey jersey number do you wear?
43.
What is your favorite food?
Shake my chicken.
What is your least favorite food? What will you never eat?
Hot pepper. Very hot peppers.
Okay, I like that. What is your favorite subject in school?
Math.
Math. Oh, I should ask you a math question right now then. What is 6 times 3?
3. 18.
Yes, you got it. Good job, buddy. I was going to say that may not have been a fair question. I don't know if you're doing multiplication yet, but well done. Very
We're
nicely
just
done.
starting.
And what do you want to be when you grow up?
Police officer.
Oh, very nice. Kaiden, great job with the rapid fire. You were awesome. Thank you so much for being a good sport. Well, we've really enjoyed our time with both Kaiden and Lisa from the Newfoundland Islanders Blind Hockey Team. It's been really great to catch up with both of you, learn a little bit more about the program, and hear about the fun stuff that's been going on out east. Before we let you guys go, Kaiden, I have one question for you, and then I have a question for your mom. Kaiden, if you could talk to other visually impaired kids around Canada, even around the world, that might want to try blind hockey but haven't yet, what would you say to them on why they should try it?
Well, I would say, well, you literally should try it because if you like hockey and like you can't see the regular puck, why not try blind hockey?
It's fun, isn't it?
It's fun. It is very fun.
Very, very well said, Kaiden. We really appreciate that. Lisa, once again, for maybe a parent of a visually impaired child that might be having a little bit of hesitation about getting involved, they're not sure if this is the right thing for their child, what would you say to them and how it's helped Kaiden?
The way I've always looked at it is, I think it's very important to give our children, especially our special needs children, visually impaired, it doesn't matter because we're all the same, opportunities beyond just your regular days, whatever you can get them in, put them in it, And eventually, you know, they'll be able to decide for themselves what they like. And, you know, it's important to give them experiences because they are like every other child. So I really push for people to at least give it a chance, you know, go check it out, even go and just sit on the sidelines. It'll surprise them like beyond. They'll be signing up for sure, like right away.
Well, we can't thank you both enough for everything you do. Lisa, for all your hard work as a volunteer to help grow the Newfoundland Eyelanders program. Kaiden, for all your training on and off the ice, for everything you do to help become that next generation of blind hockey players and getting us to that Paralympic level, just like Anthony mentioned. I want to thank you both for all your hard work and, of course, for taking the time to join us here on the first episode of Season 2 of the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast.
No problem.
We will definitely catch up down the road. I can't wait till we can all be together again inside one arena, putting on a great event. And
I can't wait to see you in it.
Yes, I was just going to say.
We're holding you to that, okay?
I was just going to say, we have to make it happen. I will bring my
I'll bring a jersey for you to wear. So
okay,
then you actually
if you
get
bring
to wear
the jersey, we'll make it happen. I love it.
All right.
Well, a big thank you to Kaiden, Benoit, and Lisa Guest from the Newfoundland Eyelanders Blind Hockey Program. What an amazing first show of Season 2, and a couple of great guests to join us here to open up Season 2 of the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. Remember, follow Canadian Blind Hockey across our social media channels and email us your thoughts and show suggestions to info@blindicehockey.com. Stay tuned. Our next episode will be released on February 25th, so stay tuned as we get set to bring you more here in Season 2 of the Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast. Folks, thanks for tuning in and stay safe. Canadian Blind Hockey programs are brought to you by our presenting partner, AMI, our national program partner, CNIB Foundation, and national partners, Daniel Family Foundation, Electra Health, and Mannion. The Canadian Blind Hockey Podcast is produced by Parasport TV.